So now we're moving on to the more advanced guns for the children that are generally aged 10 and older. And the reason I reserve these weapons for them is because they all take magazines that hold around 18 bullets and that need to be loaded into the gun. And before we look at how to load the magazines, all the guns operate on the same principle. There's a nice lever to pull the spring back, and I'll just walk you through. So for example, in the Alpha Trooper, you grab here, you pull back, forwards, and then you can fire with the trigger. It always is a nice clean motion. Back, forwards, and shoot. Let's look at another gun, for example. Here's the Raider, the Recon. Same concept. In this case, it's this one that we're going to pull back, forwards, and shoot. Back, forwards, shoot. Make sure they pull it back all the way and forwards all the way, and that way the spring is loaded and they can shoot. There'll be different guns that we provide. For example, here's the Long Strike. Same concept here. For this one, we're going to pull this lever back over here, back, forwards, and shoot. I'll show it from the top, back, forwards, and shoot. Here's another concept, another gun. This one's called the Raider. You can see it hardly fits into the screen. They're nice and bulky guns. Same over here. We hold the front, pull back, forwards, and shoot. Again, back, forwards, shoot. So now we'll look at the actual loading of the magazines. And this is where you really need to show the children that these magazines can take 18 bullets. And there's even a picture at the top which shows you which way the bullet needs to face. So make sure that you show them the bullet faces the same way that the picture shows it. So you can either slide them in, or if you want you can just push them in from the top like this. Either way, as long as they all go in, there's no right or wrong way. So some people like to pull them down and slide it in. Others will just push it in from the top. But you can get 18 in, and now I'll show you how to load it. So again, it must face forward. This is obviously the way it faces forward with the orange tip like that. There's even an arrow on it. To put it in, it's the same concept with every gun. The only time the magazine can go in is when you have pulled the spring back. So it's just got to stay in the back motion like that, and then it will go in. And then forwards, and then it's ready to shoot. If you want to shoot again, same concept, you pull back, forwards, shoot, and you can do that 18 times. When they want to take the magazine out, the magazine is locked in. The only time it comes out is two things need to happen. In the same way when we loaded it, the lever has to be back, so that's the first thing, is the lever needs to go back like that. It still won't come out. You'll see every gun has a button to release the magazine. It's normally on either side. There's a button here, and if you go to the other side, it's over there. It's the same button. It doesn't matter which side you pull. I'll just show it to you over here. So I'll take it and I'll pull it back, and then it comes straight out. So again, let's see how it works, how the same concept works with another gun. Again, we're holding the magazine, the bullet's facing forward. Here it will load straight in. It can't fit in if they were to stick it in the wrong way around, so it can only go in forwards. Now, it's not going in until we pull the lever back, just like we said. So the lever goes back, and then you can slide it straight in, and it will lock in, and you need to push this forward in order for the weapon to be loaded, and then you can shoot. And then pull back, forwards, shoot. Always a clean motion with the back and forwards, like this. Back, forwards, and then shoot. When it's time to take the magazine out, it won't come out. There's two things that always have to happen. You need to first pull the spring back, like that, and then look for the lever. So there's a lever here, or if you want to use the other side, there's a lever over there. So let's pull the lever back, and then this will drop out. So just for completeness, we'll look at how the same concept applies with the other large guns. This is the Rampage. I like this one because the magazine actually slides in from the side. So if you look, it's not going to go in until, again, as we said, you first pull the lever back, Then you can slide the magazine in, making sure it faces the right way because it won't go in the wrong way. And once it's in, you take the lever and you slide it forward. And now it's loaded. And let's shoot. Again, if you want to shoot, pull back and forwards. Shoot. I'll show over here. We pull back and forwards and shoot. Really far, really fast, a fantastic weapon. When the magazine is finished and it's time to take it out, so the same concept applies. The magazine won't come out until they do two things. Pull the lever back, then look for the button that releases it. So in this case, there's a grey button over here. Every gun will have a button to release it, so you push that and then it comes straight out. So there's just the one more weapon I'll show you, which is the Nerf Recon. In fact, when we add the little accessory on, you'll see all my guns will come with different accessories that you can add on to make a small gun really look big and impressive. When you want to load the magazine, the same concept applies. Make sure it's facing forwards. That's a good start because it won't go in backwards. And it won't go in until you pull the spring back. So let's pull the spring back. Now you can push the magazine in, and then you push the spring forwards. And you're good to go. You just pull the trigger. And you can keep going backwards and forwards until you finish the magazine. When you want the magazine out, even if you pull the button, it won't come out until you follow the same concept of the spring goes back and then you push the button. It's only two simple things to remember. Now with all these advanced guns for the older age groups, there is always a safety hatch in case a bullet gets stuck, and I'll show you where it is. So if you pull back, for example, if the gun's not firing, the bullet doesn't want to come out, you can look over here. We just lift it up, and inside you'll be able to see the bullet, and you can just reach in and pull it out. Let's take a look on some of the other guns. So here we've got the Alpha Trooper. Again, this is the safety hatch over here. The safety hatch will only open when you pull the spring back. So it can't open until I pull the spring back. And then I'm able to just slide this one, and I can view inside and just reach in and pull out any blocked bullet. So here we've got the long strike. The same concept applies. Here's the safety hatch. It won't open until you actually pull the spring back. Then you can slide it back and take a look inside, and if necessary just reach in and pull out any bullet that was with the Rampage. Once the magazine is in, if you think the bullet is stuck, look for the safety window. In this case it's actually on the other side. Now the safety hatch won't open until you pull the lever back. So let's pull it back. Now we can slide the safety hatch open and take a look inside, and if necessary just reach in and pull anything that got stuck inside the chamber.